All right, fellas, today we are talking about leader wraps. The company is called Rig Wraps, a new product that's out. It is to address being able to store leaders and also being able to store your lures in a little bit different method than what you're doing right now. Pretty ingenious. They come in a 4-pack, like you see here. Sample packs got the stickers on them, 4-packs don't. And the product is designed for twofold. You can either do small hooks with swivels and wrap up multiple. You can put a dozen inside of a pack like this. Or for your offshore trolling lures, different storage method and kind of thinking out of the box. Instead of having to deal with the bucket, everybody knows what the bucket is. After you've been offshore, you come back in, you're trolling lures, you're hanging them in here, and you still wind up having a mess later on, whether you wind up running a rubber band on these or twist ties or looping them or what have you. You still have to come back and deal with it. So to eliminate the bucket, somebody invented this. Pretty ingenious. It's one of those I'm kicking myself for not doing it personally. Piece of plastic. It's got a flip door on it. It's got a wrap inside. It's also got 3 holes on each end, and that is for your leader to come out and go to your lure. If you were doing flounder rigs and things like that, which I'll do another video for, you would just wrap them and stick the hook in the swivel on the inside. Purpose of this is to take a lure that's got, say, a 12, 15-foot leader like this, and instead of traditional loops like everybody wraps, you actually can store it in here. Different methods to wrapping. I've been using them for about 4 months. I have found that if you grab it, run it straight up the middle like that, leave a little bit of hanging room, just like you see, in order to tilt it back a hair, and then you're literally just going to wrap your leader all the way around it. Now, I started doing it opposite direction. Opposite meaning wrapping the leader end with the swivel first and then hanging the lure out, but I found that this actually worked a little bit better because when I ran over it like this, it actually held the lure underneath the wraps that I put on there. And once I got to the end, I'm just going to take and turn this in at any point, like so. Close the door, and I'm done. I've got my little notch where my leader comes out. That's it, guys. How brilliant is that? So now, instead of having all the fancy lure bags that I've got to spend money on and everything else, I can get away with doing something like this. Hell, I can take 2 dozen of my favorite lures, if I don't want to put them in lure bags. And instead of dealing with this at the end, I can do this. I've got close to 2 dozen lures in here right now, and it's a matter of throw it in whatever I want. I mean, there you go. As far as versatility, this to me becomes a no-brainer. Obviously, you're not going to be doing this with lures, but if I can reach in here at any point and pull something out, the only thing I'm going to have catch is hooks from hook to hook. But if I don't have to worry about leader tangles, absolutely brilliant. So your option at this point is really to figure out how many of these you're going to need. Comes in 4 packs. If you want to be able to dunk these things, wrap your lures up, don't have a mess on the boat during the day, afterwards, before, what have you. The fact that I could pre-rig my ballyhoo stuff, right, and have them sitting and ready to go and not have to worry about the leaders is a no-brainer. Afterwards, take a freshwater bucket, dunk them in there, soak them, hang them, and then literally throw them back in a tub like this. I wish I had come up with this myself. MSRP for a 4-pack is $7.99. I am going to be doing these for you guys. 4-pack for, let's say, $5.95. And that will include PayPal fee or a credit card running it through the tackle shop here. Shipping, gonna be cheap. They're light. I'll figure out the shipping once you guys do the orders. Whether you want to do a PM or whether you want to do an email order, both through THT or through the store itself, I'll put that in the bottom of the video. get away from the buckets. Get into something like this. I think if you try a few packs, you're going to agree. It's a no-brainer. And thanks so much for the business. Hope to hear from you guys soon. Take care.